So I decided that I'm going to do this new thing called Royal 10, Angie's Royal 10, or something like that. Basically, I'm just going to name, you know, my top 10 favorite or worst, it depends on whatever the topic is, of certain things, you know? Excitement is everywhere, can you see it? Yeah, no, you feel it. So this isn't really, you know, my favorite of all time. They're just feuds that I can remember at the moment because I'm not gonna look things up because I feel like that's cheating. So these are just feuds that I remember that I liked a lot. And so my top royal 10s, here we go. I just had to look, yes I did. Royal 10s Feud Edition. Yeah, I'm not professional intros like that, I guess. Triple H versus Randy Orton / Randy Orton versus all of the McMahons. I think that that's all kind of one big feud because it was, you know, Randy Orton attacking all the McMahons and he'd punt them in the head, kick them in the head and shit. And then Triple H was like, you know what, motherfucker, and I'm gonna chase you with this hammer inside a house. JBL versus Chris Jericho. I've mentioned it before where JBL, you know, hung Chris Jericho up with I think it was a wire, a cord, it was something. He hung him up and came out the next week and he's like talking about how Chris Jericho's family, like his kids are watching him and they think he's a coward and all this. And like that feud was just really good. It was actually one of the times that Chris Jericho was face, which is weird because, I mean, I love Chris Jericho as heel. He's absolutely the best heel, I think. Matt Hardy versus Edge over Lita. I thought that that was just awesome. Like, that shit was real. And it was extreme, and it was a really good feud. I liked it a lot. Lita, obviously, you guys, it's no secret. I fucking would go lesbian for her in a heartbeat because she's absolutely perfect. Kane versus Matt Hardy when Kane, you know, interrupted the wedding between Matt Hardy and Lita. You know, he popped up in the ring, and, like, that shit was crazy. It was awesome. Again, another one of those fucking dramatic love stories with Lita, but it was really entertaining to me. I thought that was really cool. And how Lita and Kane were just kind of like this monster, like Beauty and a Beast kind of couple kind of thing going on. Like, and it was back when Kane was crazy, you know, kidnapping chicks and just freaking the scary monster that was like, yeah, I can see why you're in horror movies. But anyway, Trish Stratus versus Lita. This is probably the only women's feud that I can remember that was amazing. Like, absolutely just amazing. I love these two. They were both so fucking talented and they weren't afraid to actually wrestle. You know, they weren't divas back then. They were fucking women wrestlers doing wrestling like they're supposed to. Yeah. Anyway, so I thought this feud was really great, and the match, I think it was Trish Stratus' last match. Yes, Trish Stratus' last match. It was just beautiful. The whole Lita versus Trish Stratus thing was just, I loved it a lot. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels when Shawn Michaels wanted to do what nobody else has done and break the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. That was just like, they had the best matches at WrestleMania. Oh my god. I love Shawn Michaels and I love The Undertaker, so it was just that, it was really good. It was kind of like those feuds that you don't pick a side, you just kind of glued to your TV, you're just like, oh my god, I gotta see this because we're about to see fucking talent go on and it's just gonna be crazy and I'm gonna be entertained and I'm gonna love it, but then it's also gonna like kind of break my heart a little bit because it's like, oh my god, they're so amazing and I love both of them. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But yeah, so that was awesome. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I really enjoyed that feud. It was happening when I got back into wrestling a few months ago, and so I was just, that's what drew me back in basically, is that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose had this amazing fucking feud going on, and like, they are both so ridiculously talented and they're both so amazing. It's just, it's hard not to love it, honestly. I love when they have two amazing people go up against each other, because it's not like, you don't have that bitterness towards the person you don't like because you like them both. So it's not like, oh my god, like, you know, Seth Rollins should win, obviously, because I love him. It's like, well, okay, I mean, Seth can win, but Dean can also win, and I'll be happy either way because they're both fucking amazing. And Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy, brother versus brother. Oh, it was so crazy. Like, oh my god, like, they've done this many times where they break up and they fight and then like get back together and all that other stuff. And I love that they brought like personal stuff into it, like Jeff's dog, which is so fucking sad. Their mom, and then with the whole I Quit match and like all that other stuff. It just really got the feels going because, I mean, they're brothers, so it was like so hard to see them hate each other. And you can tell with the tension between them, and like it just really got to you emotionally, and then watching them fight, it was just, oh my god, they weren't afraid to hurt each other because they're brothers, and it's like, yeah, you know, you can hit me a little harder than you can hit other people, and I'm not gonna take it personally. So I thought that those feuds were absolutely amazing. I was always entertained by that. Of course I was always on Jeff Hardy's side, because I'm sorry, Matt, if I have to choose out of the Hardy Boys, I'm gonna choose Jeff. The Hardy Boys versus Miz and Morrison. This was a prime example why I loved tag team division so much. I loved it so much. Like, the Hardy Boys, their tag team was just, oh my god, on point. And then the Miz and Morrison were amazing too, because they were the Hill, you know, annoying ass motherfuckers, but like they were so good in the ring that it's just like, oh my god, I'd do anything to have that tag team division back, but it's gone. Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian versus the Dudley Boys. This was one of my absolute favorite feuds ever. They had so many amazing matches, and I love that it wasn't just, you know, two teams going after each other. It was a three-sided feud, so it was just like amazing. And the ladder matches these motherfuckers had, oh my god, you guys, ladders are my favorite thing in this entire wrestling world. The Shield versus the entire WWE roster. I don't know if this actually counts. It's my Royal Tens, I say it counts. I really loved the Shield, basically, how they just, it wasn't really a feud with anyone, but it was just kind of like everybody was their target. They were against everybody, and I loved that a lot. I really loved the Shield. They were just amazing. And taking the spot for number 1, CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. It was just around the time that, you know, CM Punk was really, really hardcore in his fucking hair. First of all, hair. I loved his hair. But really hardcore in his straight edge gimmick. And it was just absolutely amazing because obviously Jeff Hardy is an easy target. And then these two were just, oh my god. It was like fire and then huge fire when they fought. And they were just, yeah, whatever the fuck I was trying to say with that. For me personally, I just really love this feud because, I mean, Jeff Hardy was always my favorite, and then CM Punk, I was fucking in love with him too, so then it was so amazing. I loved everything about it, and like the matches they had were so crazy because obviously, you know, they didn't like each other in real life too, so it made the feud that much more awesome to me. That was when SmackDown didn't suck. Oh my god, that was crazy. I miss when SmackDown didn't suck. I used to love SmackDown more than Raw. There was a time, you guys. There really was. So yeah, I think it actually might be my all-time favorite feud is Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk. And then of course, you know, they had the Jeff Hardy's last match when he gave that oh my god goodbye speech, and it was just so amazing, you guys. I really loved them too. So that was my favorite, and that's a wrap. That was my Royal Tens, top WWE feuds. So let me know what you guys think. What were your Royal Tens? Comment down below, or if you're really cool, you can make a video response, tag me in it or send it to me, and I will love to watch it and check it out, and I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. All my links will be in the description. As always, don't forget, elegance is key. Don't be a peasant.